It's easy to think that digestion just works. We eat, our bodies do their thing, and we move on. But what if some of the foods you've eaten comfortably for decades are quietly causing trouble now? You might be experiencing bloating after meals, feeling heavy and sluggish, dealing with unpredictable trips to the bathroom, or just that general uncomfortable feeling that something isn't quite right down there. It's a painful reality for many of us as we get a little older. Our digestive system changes, often without us even realizing it. Those favorite snacks or convenient meals that never bothered you before can suddenly feel like they're sitting like a brick, or worse, causing all sorts of rumblings and discomfort. But what if I told you the secret to feeling better might not be some complex diet plan or expensive supplement, but simply understanding which common foods are no longer serving your digestive system the way they used to? It's about identifying those quiet saboteurs hiding in plain sight in your kitchen. In this video, we're going to look at 5 common foods that can quietly harm digestion after 60 and what you can do about it. Knowing these can make a world of difference to how you feel day to day, giving you back that comfort and energy. Watch to the end, because I'll share something about making these changes that might truly surprise you and make you feel much more hopeful. Now, let's dive right into these foods. The first common culprit that often causes quiet harm to digestion as we get older is highly processed foods. Think about the snacks aisles at the grocery store, the convenience meals you might grab when you're short on time, or even some of the baked goods or breakfast cereals that have been staples for years. These foods are designed to be tasty and convenient, but they often come packed with things our aging digestive systems find harder to handle. For starters, they are typically very low in fiber. Fiber is absolutely crucial for healthy digestion, acting like a broom that sweeps things along and keeps everything moving smoothly. It adds bulk to stool, which helps prevent constipation, and it also feeds the beneficial bacteria in our gut microbiome. As we age, gut motility, the natural movement of food through the digestive tract, can slow down without enough fiber from processed foods. This slowdown is made even worse. Constipation becomes more common, leading to discomfort, bloating, and a feeling of being backed up. Beyond the lack of fiber, highly processed foods are often loaded with unhealthy fats, excessive sugar, and a long list of additives, preservatives, and artificial ingredients. Our body's production of digestive enzymes can decrease with age, making it harder to efficiently break down large amounts of complex fats and sugars. When these aren't broken down properly in the stomach and small intestine, they can reach the large intestine undigested. Here, they can be fermented by bacteria, leading to excessive gas, bloating, and sometimes even pain. Those unhealthy fats, particularly trans fats and some saturated fats found in fried snacks, pastries, and packaged goods, are notorious for being difficult to digest. They take longer to move through the digestive tract, which can slow everything down and contribute to that heavy, sluggish feeling after eating. Then there's the sugar, often high fructose corn syrup or other refined sugars. While a little bit isn't the end of the world, the sheer quantity in many processed foods can be problematic. Excess sugar can feed less beneficial bacteria in the gut, potentially disrupting the delicate balance of the microbiome. An imbalanced gut microbiome has been linked to all sorts of digestive issues, including irritable bowel syndrome symptoms like alternating diarrhea and constipation, and overall inflammation in the gut. Additives and preservatives, while generally considered safe in small amounts, can sometimes irritate the sensitive lining of the digestive tract in individuals who are more susceptible, contributing to symptoms like indigestion or a feeling of nausea. Think about grabbing a quick packaged pastry or a bag of chips when you're feeling peckish. While satisfying in the moment, these often deliver a triple whammy of low fiber, unhealthy fats, and added sugar, creating a perfect storm for digestive upset hours later. Or consider those ready-made meals. Convenient, yes, but often loaded with sodium, unhealthy fats, and lacking the fresh, digestible components your system craves. The impact might not be immediate or severe enough to pinpoint the cause right away, which is why these foods can quietly harm you over time. It's like a slow erosion of your digestive comfort. What can you do about highly processed foods? It's not about perfection, but about making mindful swaps. Instead of white bread, choose whole grain bread. Swap sugary cereals for oatmeal with berries. Replace packaged snacks with fresh fruit, a handful of nuts, or plain yogurt. Cook more meals at home from scratch where you control the ingredients. This allows you to prioritize fiber-rich vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats that are much easier for your system to handle and actually nourish your gut bacteria. Even small steps, like replacing one processed snack a day with a piece of fruit or adding a side of steamed vegetables to your dinner, can start to make a difference in reducing the burden on your digestive system and helping things move along more comfortably. It's about choosing foods that actively support your digestion rather than passively hindering it. Recognizing that the convenience of processed food comes at a potential cost to your digestive well-being is the first crucial step. Following closely on the heels of highly processed foods are fried foods, which represent another significant challenge for aging digestive systems. The sheer amount of fat involved in frying makes them inherently difficult to digest, regardless of age. But this difficulty is amplified as our bodies mature. When food is fried, it absorbs a lot of oil, which is a concentrated source of fat. Fat takes the longest of all macronutrients, carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, to digest. It requires more digestive enzymes and bile from the liver and gallbladder to break it down. As we get older, the production of these enzymes and bile can sometimes decrease, or their release might become less efficient. This means that a large fatty meal, like a plate of fried chicken or fish and chips, can overwhelm the digestive system. The fat sits in the stomach longer, delaying gastric emptying, which can lead to that uncomfortable feeling of fullness, bloating, and even nausea or indigestion hours after eating. When partially digested fats eventually move into the intestines, they can still cause problems. Undigested fat can draw water into the intestines, potentially leading to diarrhea. Or conversely, it can slow down intestinal contractions, contributing to constipation. Furthermore, the types of fats often used for frying, especially if the oil is reused multiple times, can contain compounds that are harder for the body to process and might even contribute to inflammation in the gut lining. Think about how you feel after eating something heavily fried compared to something grilled or steamed. The difference in digestive comfort is often striking. That post-fried meal sluggishness isn't just about feeling full. It's your digestive system working overtime, struggling to break down that heavy load of fat. Common examples include fast food fries, fried chicken, donuts, fried seafood, and even seemingly innocent fried snacks like potato chips. These foods are not only high in difficult-to-digest fats but often also low in fiber, compounding the digestive challenge beyond the immediate discomfort. Regularly consuming fried foods can also negatively impact the gut microbiome. Some studies suggest that diets high in unhealthy fats can promote the growth of less beneficial bacteria while reducing the diversity of helpful microbes. A less diverse and balanced gut microbiome is linked to a higher risk of various digestive disorders and can make the gut more sensitive. Imagine your gut bacteria are like a finely tuned orchestra. Healthy digestion depends on all sections playing in harmony. Introducing large amounts of difficult-to-digest fats can throw that orchestra out of tune, leading to discordant digestive signals. The good news is that managing fried foods is often about preparation methods. You don't necessarily have to give up your favorite foods entirely, but consider alternative ways to prepare them. Baking, grilling, steaming, or air frying can give you similar textures and flavors with significantly less added fat. For instance, instead of deep frying fish, try baking it with a crispy coating. Swap out regular potato fries for oven-baked sweet potato fries. Choose grilled chicken over fried. These simple changes drastically reduce the fat content. making the meal much easier on your digestive system. When dining out, look for grilled, baked, or steamed options. If you do occasionally indulge in something fried, keep the portion size small and pair it with plenty of fiber-rich vegetables to help move things along. It's about being mindful of how these cooking methods affect the food and subsequently, how your body processes it. Choosing methods that are kinder to your aging gut. Making a conscious effort to reduce your intake of fried foods is one of the most impactful steps you can take for better digestive comfort and overall well-being as you get older. Moving on from fried foods, let's consider sugary drinks. Many of us enjoy a soft drink, a fruit juice, or a sweetened tea throughout the day, thinking of them perhaps as a treat or just a normal beverage. However, these drinks are often concentrated sources of sugar, particularly high fructose corn syrup in sodas and many juices. Just like with the sugar in processed foods, the sheer amount of sugar in these liquids can be a significant burden on digestion after 60. Liquid sugar hits your system quickly, and while some of it is absorbed in the small intestine, a significant amount can reach the large intestine undigested, especially if your enzyme activity isn't as robust as it once was. Once in the large intestine, this undigested sugar becomes a feast for certain types of gut bacteria, leading to rapid fermentation. This fermentation process produces gas, lots of it. This excess gas is a major culprit behind bloating, abdominal distension, and discomfort that many people experience, particularly after consuming sugary beverages. It's like inflating a balloon inside your abdomen, leading to pressure and sometimes pain. Furthermore, some research suggests that consistently high sugar intake can negatively impact the diversity and health of your gut microbiome over time, potentially favoring less beneficial bacteria. This imbalance can contribute to a more sensitive gut and worsen symptoms of common digestive issues. Beyond the sugar itself, carbonated sugary drinks add another layer of complexity. The carbonation introduces extra gas into your digestive system, which can compound the gas produced by sugar fermentation, leading to even more bloating and belching. While these effects might have been less noticeable when you were younger and your digestive system was perhaps more resilient, or you were more physically active, they can become much more pronounced and bothersome after 60. It's not just about avoiding diabetes or weight gain. It's also directly about how your gut feels every day. Think about that afternoon soda or the large glass of juice you have with breakfast. These seemingly innocent habits could be quietly contributing to persistent digestive discomfort without you even realizing the connection. Fruit juices, often perceived as healthy, can also be problematic because they strip away the beneficial fiber found in whole fruits, leaving behind a concentrated source of sugar, natural fruit sugar, but still sugar that can behave similarly to added sugars in the digestive tract for some people, especially in large quantities. Smoothies can be better if they contain the whole fruit and maybe some vegetables and healthy fats. But relying heavily on juice-based smoothies can still lead to a sugar overload. The key is that liquid sugar doesn't require mechanical breakdown in the mouth and stomach in the same way solid food does, making its impact on gut fermentation quicker and potentially more pronounced. Managing sugary drinks is relatively straightforward, but requires conscious effort. The best alternative is plain water. Staying well hydrated is essential for healthy digestion, helping to keep stools soft and preventing constipation. If you find plain water boring, try adding slices of lemon, lime, cucumber, or berries for natural flavor. Unsweetened herbal teas, like peppermint or ginger tea, can even have soothing effects on the digestive system. If you enjoy carbonation, plain sparkling water is a much better choice than soda. When you crave something sweet, reach for a piece of whole fruit, which provides natural sugars along with beneficial fiber that helps regulate absorption and supports gut health. Reducing or eliminating sugary drinks can lead to a noticeable decrease in bloating and gas, making your digestive system feel much calmer and more comfortable day to day. It's a simple switch that can yield significant improvements in how you feel after meals and throughout the day. This brings us to our next often consumed food that can be a quiet agitator for mature digestive systems. Another common food group that can become problematic for digestion after 60 is dairy, particularly due to lactose intolerance. Lactose is a sugar found naturally in milk and dairy products like cheese, yogurt, and ice cream. To digest lactose, our bodies need an enzyme called lactase, which breaks down lactose into simpler sugars that can be absorbed. The production of lactase naturally tends to decrease as people age. This is a very common physiological change. While you might have produced plenty of lactase when you were younger and could enjoy milk and ice cream without a second thought, your body might produce significantly less now, when there isn't enough lactase. Lactose isn't properly broken down in the small intestine. Instead, it travels to the large intestine, where it is fermented by bacteria. Much like the sugar in sugary drinks, this fermentation produces a lot of gas, leading to uncomfortable bloating, abdominal cramps, and excessive flatulence. Undigested lactose also draws water into the intestines, which can result in diarrhea. Symptoms of lactose intolerance can range from mild discomfort to severe distress, depending on how much lactase your body produces and how much lactose you consume. Some people might only experience mild gas after a large glass of milk, while others might have significant pain and diarrhea after just a small amount of ice cream. It's a spectrum, and the symptoms can be intermittent or variable, sometimes making it hard to pinpoint dairy as the cause. You might blame it on something else you ate, or just dismiss it as general age-related digestive upset. This is why dairy can be a quiet harm. You might not connect your discomfort directly to that cheese you had with lunch or the yogurt you ate for breakfast. Common culprits include milk, ice cream, soft cheeses, and cream-based sauces or soups. Hard cheeses and yogurt with live and active cultures tend to be lower in lactose and might be better tolerated by some individuals. Beyond lactose intolerance, some people might also experience digestive issues with dairy due to a sensitivity to dairy proteins, like casein or whey. While less common than lactose intolerance, protein sensitivities can also cause inflammation or irritation in the gut, leading to symptoms like bloating, pain, or altered bowel habits. The key with dairy is recognizing that your ability to digest it might have changed over the years. That doesn't mean you have to give it up entirely if you enjoy it, but it does mean you might need to adjust your consumption. If you suspect dairy is causing you issues, try an elimination diet. Remove all dairy products from your diet for a week or two and see if your digestive symptoms improve. If they do, slowly reintroduce small amounts of different dairy products to see what you can tolerate. You might find you can handle yogurt but not milk, or hard cheese but not ice cream. There are also many lactose-free dairy products available in supermarkets now, which contain the lactase enzyme added to break down the lactose beforehand. Plant-based milk alternatives like almond milk, soy milk, oat milk, or rice milk are also excellent options and readily available. They are naturally lactose-free and often fortified with calcium and vitamin D. When cooking or baking, there are plant-based alternatives for butter, cheese, and yogurt as well. It's about listening to your body and identifying if dairy is one of those foods that your digestive system is quietly struggling with now, and then finding enjoyable alternatives that keep your gut happy. It's a common issue, and thankfully, there are many ways to still enjoy creamy textures and flavors without the digestive distress if dairy turns out to be a problem for you. Finally, let's talk about artificial sweeteners. These are found in many diet sodas, sugar-free candies, yogurts, and packaged goods marketed as low sugar or diet. While they are calorie-free and don't impact blood sugar in the same way as sugar, they can have significant and often negative effects on digestive health, particularly as we get older and our gut microbiome might be more sensitive. Many artificial sweeteners and sugar alcohols like sorbitol, xylitol, and mannitol, often used in sugar-free products, are not fully absorbed in the small intestine, like undigested lactose or sugar. They travel to the large intestine, where they are fermented by gut bacteria. This fermentation can produce excessive gas, leading to bloating, discomfort, and flatulence. Sugar alcohols, in particular, are well known for having a laxative effect in some people, as they can also draw water into the intestines. Beyond the immediate gas and potential laxative effects, there's growing research suggesting that artificial sweeteners can alter the composition and function of the gut microbiome. Some studies indicate they can reduce the diversity of beneficial bacteria and potentially promote the growth of bacteria that might be associated with inflammation or metabolic issues. A healthy, diverse gut microbiome is crucial for efficient digestion, nutrient absorption, and even immune function. Disrupting this delicate ecosystem with regular consumption of artificial sweeteners can have widespread impacts, including worsening symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome or making the gut generally more reactive. The ironic part is that many people turn to diet or sugar-free products thinking they are making a healthier choice, only to find these products quietly contribute to their digestive woes. You might be diligently avoiding sugar, but unknowingly irritating your gut with the sweeteners used as a replacement. Think about that diet soda you drink daily, or the sugar-free snacks you grab. They could be the hidden cause of your persistent bloating or unpredictable bowel movements. The sneaky thing about artificial sweeteners is they are in so many products where you might not expect them. Beyond just diet versions, checking ingredient labels for names like sucralose, aspartame, saccharin, acesulfame potassium, sorbitol, xylitol, mannitol, and erythritol is key if you're experiencing unexplained digestive discomfort, especially after consuming products labeled as sugar-free. Artificial sweeteners could very well be the culprit. The best approach with artificial sweeteners is generally to minimize or avoid them. If you're trying to reduce sugar intake, focus on naturally sweet whole foods like fruits, or use natural sweeteners sparingly, like a tiny bit of honey or maple syrup. Being mindful of the total amount of added sugar you consume, retraining your palate to enjoy foods and drinks that are less sweet overall, can also be incredibly beneficial in the long run. Swapping from diet soda to plain sparkling water with fruit, choosing plain yogurt instead of sugar-free flavored versions, and opting for whole fruit over sugar-free candies are all steps that can significantly reduce your exposure to artificial sweeteners and give your gut a break. It's about recognizing that sugar-free doesn't automatically mean digestively friendly and choosing whole, unprocessed options whenever possible. By being aware of these 5 common foods: highly processed foods, fried foods, sugary drinks, excess dairy if you're lactose intolerant, and artificial sweeteners, you can start making conscious choices that significantly improve your digestive comfort and overall well-being as you enjoy life after 60. So, we've talked about highly processed foods and their low fiber, unhealthy fat, and additive issues, the heavy burden of fried foods on enzyme production and fat digestion, the gas-inducing effects of sugary drinks, how decreasing lactase production can make dairy a problem, and the microbiome disruption and gas caused by artificial sweeteners. It might seem like a lot to think about, and perhaps a little overwhelming. But remember, this isn't about completely eliminating everything and living a life without enjoyment. It's about awareness and making small, manageable adjustments that can lead to big improvements in how you feel. Your digestive system changes as you age, and that's perfectly normal. What worked beautifully at 30 might not be the best choice at 60 or 70. The key is to listen to your body. Those signals of bloating, gas, or discomfort are your body's way of telling you that something isn't quite sitting right. Instead of just accepting it as an inevitable part of getting older, you can recognize it as a prompt to investigate what you're eating. Making dietary changes doesn't have to be drastic. Start small. Perhaps focus on one food group we discussed at a time. Try swapping your usual breakfast cereal for something higher in fiber. Or replace your afternoon sugary drink with water for a week. See how you feel. Notice the difference. Small, consistent changes are much easier to stick with and are incredibly powerful over time. Think of it as fine-tuning your diet to better suit your body's current needs. It's not about restriction. It's about choosing foods that make you feel good, energetic, and comfortable, allowing you to fully enjoy your life. Eating should nourish you and bring pleasure, not pain or discomfort. By becoming more aware of these common culprits, you are taking control of your digestive health. You have the power to make choices that support your well-being from the inside out. Don't be discouraged if you slip up sometimes. Nobody's perfect. Just gently redirect your focus back to making choices that serve your digestion well. Living a comfortable, vibrant life after 60 is absolutely possible. And feeling good in your own body, free from constant digestive distress, is a huge part of that. By being mindful of these common foods and making some adjustments, you can significantly improve your day-to-day comfort, reduce bloating and gas, and enjoy meals without worry. It's about empowering yourself with knowledge and taking simple, practical steps. Remember, small changes really can make a big difference to your health and happiness. I'd love to hear about your experiences. Have you noticed certain foods causing you digestive issues as you've gotten older? Are any of these 5 foods ones you suspect are causing you trouble? Share your thoughts and what has worked for you in the comments below. Your insights could help someone else in our community. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps our channel reach more people who could benefit from this information. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more tips and advice on living your best life at every age. We share new videos regularly that can help you navigate the changes that come with aging and stay healthy and happy. Thank you for watching. And here's to comfortable digestion and living your best life at every age.